American tycoon Elon Musk has just released a hydrogen car that will certainly destroy the entire auto industry. It is interesting that Elon, a staunch supporter of EVs, is now ditching them for hydrogen-powered automobiles. Why the change of heart? What gives hydrogen cars a competitive advantage over electric cars? Risen through the ranks to become the top car manufacturer in the world. Actually, just the other day, they crossed the $1 trillion market evaluation and became the first automaker to do so in the industry. Besides that, as we speak, the company production rate is at an all-time high of over 1 million vehicles per year. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, is particularly impressed with this performance because his dream has been to exchange every engine on the roads with an electric powertrain as soon as possible. In recent days, the billionaire's attention has been drawn towards one potential clean energy source: hydrogen. What if the future vehicles are powered by the single most abundant substance in the atmosphere? Won't this be in harmony with this green energy drive? Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about hydrogen. This element appears as number 2 in the periodic table. It is made up of just one proton and an electron. Because of its highly unstable nature, hydrogen carries a tremendous amount of power. To better appreciate the capability of hydrogen power, you must remember that it is one that is used to power rocket flights. But hydrogen is not new in the automobile industry. Many legacy automakers are now considering it as a fuel source. Toyota have already come up with their hydrogen car, famously known as the Toyota Mirai. Other hydrogen vehicles in the market include the Honda Clarity and the Hyundai Nexo SUV. Now, despite hydrogen being so abundant, they only exist in a compound form, in water or natural gas. In this state, they cannot be used as fuel. They have to be extracted and purified before they can be used as fuel. But once we have the hydrogen, a simple chemical reaction harnesses power from it. It involves the reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. Usually, the car manufacturer has to choose between the two most commonly methods that hydrogen can be used to generate power. Let us briefly take a look at each one of them before I let you know just which one exactly shall power Tesla's hydrogen car. The first method is through hydrogen internal combustion engines. Actually, this method works almost like the conventional internal combustion engine ICEs. The only difference is that instead of gasoline, hydrogen is used. The explosive reaction that converts hydrogen to energy and water happens within a combustion chamber. However, there is one little problem with this method. Hydrogen is made to react in the presence of air, which is rich in nitrogen. The result in production of nitrogen compounds such as nitrogen dioxide alongside carbon dioxide are classified as greenhouse gases. Will Elon Musk really use this method? Of course not. This would go contrary to campaigns on the production and consumption of green energy. And so what is the other available option for Tesla? It is none other than the hydrogen fuel cells. The FCEVs are particularly interesting. Unlike the hydrogen combustion engine that generates power by burning hydrogen directly, or the battery electric vehicles that store their energy in batteries, FCEVs create electric energy through a chemical reaction that occurs in a fuel cell. These cells consist of two electrodes, a positively charged anode and a negatively charged cathode. An electrolyte medium separates these two terminals. The process begins with an introduction of hydrogen at the anode and oxygen at the cathode end. To speed up the process, a catalyst is used as the cathode end to split hydrogen into protons and electrons. The protons move through the electrode medium to the cathode, where they are united with oxygen and electrons to form water. The electrons take an external route through an electric circuit, creating an electric current. This super simple process has just described in part Tesla's hydrogen car powertrain. According to the artist rendering of the famous designer Kazım İsbas, the first vehicle by Tesla to use hydrogen power will appropriately be called the Model H. This vehicle will be nothing less than a spectacle, from its dual classic color code to its ultra-modern tints, all the way to its low center of gravity orientation. Everything about this car looks gorgeous. The Model H will be a race-based model, therefore it has got several vents, splitters, wings, and openings that displays power and agility. And like all other Tesla vehicles, the Model H does not have side mirrors. Instead, they use special cameras at the back of the vehicle, which capture videos that are displayed on the screens in the cockpit. Moreover, it is said that the model will be powered by 6 electric motors. And do you know what that means? Well, that means some crazy acceleration. So far, the fastest Tesla vehicle is the Model S Plaid. With its tri-motor powertrain, the Model S Plaid can attain 0 to 60 miles per hour in sub-2 time of 1.98 seconds. But now the Model H will be another monster altogether. It is said that it will hit a remarkable 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 1.2 seconds. As for the range, it will be about 450 miles. How about the aerodynamics? The Model H has a low drag coefficient as well as a full-length floor diffusers, which help to pin the vehicle to the ground, especially during high speeds. The Gorilla windshields, which appear embedded in the carbon fiber cockpit, afford the driver a good view of the road ahead. And since Tesla has a working autopilot hardware and software feature, the Model H will exemplify the beauty of self-driving cars. Yeah, you can safely fall asleep in this machine and it will wake you up once you reach your destination. Despite performing well in the racing arena, the Model H is built to provide its occupants with utmost comfort during long journeys. It will be a 5-seater vehicle but with an option for a 7-seater. And since its tail end product is just a water vapor, a crystal clean water can be re-channeled to provide refreshments to the passengers. The next likely hydrogen car from Tesla will be the Model 2. This vehicle also will be powered by hydrogen. For a long time, Tesla has been pledging to make affordable EVs. What if their promise is fulfilled in the Model 2? This vehicle is going to be the cheapest Tesla ever made and will go for about $25,000. The Model 2 is said to provide a 400 miles range, and its looks and features will be no less captivating. Most likely it draws its personality from the two most famous Tesla vehicles, the Model 3 and the Model Y. Finally, the last vehicle will be the Model O. This vehicle will incorporate SpaceX's rocket's Hindenburg mode that will take acceleration capabilities to a whole new level. It will have a 0 to 60 miles per hour astounding time of 0.2 seconds. This is no ordinary acceleration. Therefore, passengers have to be treated with a custom drug that will counteract the effects of G-force. Now, despite these three amazing renderings of Tesla's hydrogen cars, there are, however, some drawbacks that hydrogen as a fuel source presents. Let us briefly take a look at them. First is the high cost of hydrogen extraction. Hydrogen can be extracted through electrolysis of water, natural gas reforming, or biomass fermentation. Every one of these methods is so expensive and demands huge capital investment. Secondly, to have hydrogen cars populate the industry, you need a sufficient network of hydrogen fueling stations. In fact, it is even worse with hydrogen vehicles because unlike the battery EVs, which you can charge at home, hydrogen vehicles demand that you refuel them at specific stations. And so, to Elon Musk, this is a big challenge that will confront him should he venture into the scale production of hydrogen vehicles. Another setback lies in the nature of this fuel. Hydrogen is so low in density, whether in gaseous or in liquid form, and so it occupies so much space. Before purchasing an FCEV, you must first decide whether you will need to use the trunk of the car, because that space is mostly occupied with hydrogen storage tanks and, at times, even the backseat will have to be sacrificed. It is these drawbacks that have held back Elon Musk from venturing into the hydrogen business. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you, despite the Cosmin Isbas rendering of the pristine features of the likely Tesla FCEVs. The Tesla CEO has for some time now been adamantly negative in his statements regarding hydrogen as an option for Tesla. In fact, he has equaled fuel cells to fool cells. He has also used strong words such as mind-bogglingly stupid to describe it. But the prospects of him re-embracing hydrogen soon again sprung when on April 1st, 2022, when he made his announcement on Twitter. Really excited to announce we're switching Tesla from batteries to hydrogen in 2024, he continued. Watch this space for the amazing Model H. More range, fast refueling, drinking water on tap as you drive. I was wrong about fuel cells, they're amazing. Reserve yours now with the Dogecoin. Interestingly, the tweet soon after disappeared. It was on April Fool's Day, and this was one of his usual jokes. Frankly, it's not clear as of now when Tesla will indeed switch to hydrogen. Nevertheless, when they finally do, they will harness all the intelligence from the brilliant minds working at the company to come up with a better machine that will find a better spot in the market. Do you think Elon Musk's hydrogen car will be a game changer in the auto industry? Feel free to share your views in the comment section below. Anyways guys, if you want to see more interesting videos, click the video right above. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications enabled so you don't miss out on the latest Elon Musk news.